Well, hello, YouTube. Steve Patton with General Patton Bushcraft back with you, friends. I'm back off of a big haul of Ponderosa pine knots. Check these big bad boys out. We're going to process these down. I'm going to show you how to make some Fatwood sticks. We're going to use the Bachor chopper knife. We're going to use the silky saw. And we're going to process up some of these pine knots, friends. Harvest some Fatwood. Let me show you how I do it. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for stopping by General Patton's Bushcraft and Self-Reliance on YouTube. I appreciate everything you do for the channel and all your support. Look at that big bad boy right there. That is solid. Solid as a rock. That is full of nice orange Fatwood, pine sap, whatever you want to call it. It's the lifeblood of these Ponderosa pine trees, friends. I got 3 of them in the backyard. They give me a lot of pine needles. So I like building lots of fires back here, friends. But let's process up some of this big pine knot right there. We'll work on just that one today. And let's see what we can get out of it. Liquid gold coming up. All right, we'll put these smaller ones back in the bag here. Let's work on this giant. This thing is super heavy. Let's cut this end off and see what it looks like on the inside. Giant pine knot full of Fatwood, friends. We'll get the silky gum boy out back out of its plastic case. And let's cut it off. It's chewed up to about here. Let's cut it off right here. See what it looks like on the inside. These silky saws, they cut when you pull them towards you. Oh, you know what I had to do? Put something underneath that so we catch all that liquid gold sawdust. Let's do that, friends. We got this guy here. We'll put that underneath. And then let's go back to town. We cut through this. I want you to look inside of here. Oh, we friends. That is liquid gold. Oh my goodness. I wish y'all could smell that. Look at that, friends. That is beautiful. Fatwood pine knot, friends. Okay, friends. This is the piece that we cut off. We're going to go ahead and process up this short piece. That's about perfect. We'll process it up, and then we'll put a ranger band around it. But I want you guys to see this. This thing is solid. Super heavy. Solid. Full of pine resin on the inside, friends. Oh, it smells incredible. My goodness. All right. And we captured all this dust. We'll see if we can't start a fire with this dust here, friends. All right, but first let's process up this short piece here. That piece we cut off. It's pretty saturated. And again, it smells incredible. Let's put the silky gomboy away. That thing worked fantastic cutting through that liquid gold. It's sticky, icky, and gummy. But the silky gomboy did a good job, friends. All right, here is our camp mallet, homemade camp mallet. This is what we're going to use. Let's take out the Bachor chopper. And I think what we'll do is we'll split this in half. Save these pieces here. That's about the right size right there, friends. Maybe we'll cut these in half just a little bit. Let's move this down here. And let's see if we can't just process that down like so. That's about the size we want, friends. Okay. Let's continue on. Beautiful. Bright orange, friends. Beautiful. Finish up with this piece here. that Bachor knife. This is the big boy chopper right here. Comes with this nice leather sheath. Alright friends, let's put the camp hammer back away. Move that glove. We'll take these pieces of Fatwood, we'll dump them on there. And let's see if we can't cut a couple Ranger bands. Throw that part away. Let's make one here. There's one. Let's cut another one. It's just an old bicycle inner tube, friends. You don't need to buy your Ranger bands. You can make your own. Cut them out of an old bicycle inner tube, and you're good to go. Ranger band on your bundle of Fatwood sticks like that. And this bad boy is ready to drop in your fire kit or in your pack, wherever you keep your fire making tools, and it's ready to go. There's bundle number 2. Old bicycle inner tube. You see that black smoke coming off, you know that's good Fatwood, friends. Could do this in the rain. Very flammable. Every time you go out into the forest, you see a lot of downed trees. Go to those branches where they connect back into the trunk. Harvest you some of these pine knots, friends. Good to have these in your pack. Fire starting utensils. See that burn. Nice. Real nice. All right, friends. That's how I do it. That's how I process up my fatwood. We harvested out of this big old pine knot here. I got a lot more pine wood, a lot more fatwood to process up. Can make probably 100 of these out of this. All right, friends, I want to thank you for stopping by the channel. Before you leave, please consider subscribing. Bang that bell icon in the drop-down menu. Do select all, friends. Get out in the bush and practice your skills. All right. I appreciate everything you do for the channel, all your likes, all your views, all your shares. Most importantly, I love all your comments. Leave me a comment. Please, please don't depart from the faith. And if you haven't already, give your life to Christ. Do it today. Don't wait. And as always, God is good. God is great. I see you out on the next video. Already got a date.